Sorry, we had to cut off, so people out there, you can join again. So we're talking about the mindset at this point. So it is a set of beliefs which is so cemented in us that our entire life is like that. So for instance, you may believe, like we have belief in good and bad, right? We have belief what success means. We have belief what a good-natured person should be. So if that person in front of you does not fit that exactly that quality, or you can't see it, that quality in them, then that person is not good-natured. So all our lives, it's very interesting that the phenomena of a mindset, all our lives, because we only have limited beliefs, and our entire life is rooted in those beliefs. So it's like really the oxygen lacking, air lacking, space lacking. So we have so little of space that we are forever trying to ground and validate all our experiences to prove that the belief is right. But we do it all unconsciously. So we're always trying to prove. We'll buy the book that actually will confirm our belief. Our friends will be who will confirm our belief. So validation all the time. We look for that. We want to be acknowledged for that belief system. So when we look at it, there's only certain belief systems, right? So what are we? It's a robotic experience. It's a very automated, mechanical, robotic experiences, because if you're born in the West, you're thinking in a certain way. If you're born in the East or a different culture, you think. So we have groups of cultures that actually are now mindsets. So what happened to the human being? All we see is this culture of conditioning. And because of that, so it's like on the wrong track. So we, rather than having the open mind, we've got it stuffed with all this stuff that we are not aware of. So we're not able to experience anything else. That doesn't mean the system, all those frequencies, all those trillions of powers don't exist in us, but we are not able to consciously magnify them, make them bigger, work with them, bring it into our livelihood, daily life, because we are just trying to live off that little system, that mindset, and proving it's right, feeling good about it is our entire life. Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is one of the reasons we are not able to experience anything larger. Okay? And if you look at it, the world, we have a lot of right now, it's not just chaos. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. There's a lot shift happening, changes happening, and people have very strong opinions about it too, right now. We've probably never had this time where worldwide people are waking up. But they're waking up because of the opinion. They're waking up because they see something is not right, right? But they're not always waking up to the bigger open mind. So you, of course, need to look at the system, awaken to something that's not nurturing. So or preserving everybody, right? Now, when we, as a spiritualist, how do you see each person? You see each person not as single souls, even though they're having different experiences. You see everybody as one soul, because it is one soul. And then it's like one soul and many, many billions of expressions of that. Like the 33 million personifications. Behind that is a force that is undivided and uncut. So what face does that have? So that is the great mother that is talked about in different cultures. Divine Mother has been talked about. But when you put a face to it, it becomes, or you put on certain jewelry and give it a certain color, then it becomes kind of, everybody believes it's an identification, right? And the downside of that is that as children, it's okay, A for apple. But when you get older, do you need to associate A with apple? Your vocabulary changes, you grow, you mature, you have a whole different language. So in spiritual terms, our language is developed through experience. There's no way we could learn in words, because words would only take us so far. So we would have to just have the experience. From that comes like a new culture, a new mind, and a new vocabulary. Or we see things differently and we express them differently. So if there's going to be any shift, spiritual shift, then it will have to be at the level of the Great Mother, because that is the space where we can easily embody. Now, as I said before, the saints and the sages and the prophets, and they knew about this. They had mastered the space. So we said they were channeling from that space. They gave us messages, they gave us a conduct, maybe not so suitable in these days, but the conduct, moral conduct changes time to time, because as human beings evolve, right? It should change, really. So we always have these people who are channeling the bigger voice, and so they're not channeling, they're not employees of some god or goddess. They have just tuned into very different space, a very different world, and they're able to deliver messages to save humanity from destroying themselves. Because your biggest enemy is you. Biggest enemy is how you think. Right? That makes sense? Okay. So anything so far? Any question or anything? Perfect. It's perfect. Okay. So why don't we do this? Today's meditation, it's not a meditation, it's not a technique, but I don't have any words other than meditation. It is a call. So the call is to take you all to this space. That, because it is time. It is your time too. It is my time too. Nobody would not be present if it was not their time. And people who will watch this, it is also their time. Because you don't just be at this place, be in this environment and this presence when it's not time. So you will for yourself then see how you would describe the great goddess. Yeah. So it is a journey. We're going to journey through different steps. I'll be guided and I'll be guiding you. Already this afternoon I was taken there, so I'm not going to lose you. I have a good idea where I'm going. So you're not going to leave your body, but as I said before, that a lot of your consciousness, a lot of your intelligence is still in reserve. It's at a station, and between you and that are many worlds and many veils. So we call it the veil of ignorance, the veil of not knowing, or the veil of not remembering, the veil of just unconscious. So there's many. So we're going to go through steps into this journey, and we're going to drop a few things. It's like a rocket taking off. We're going to drop a lot of stuff. As we become lighter, you will be able to experience, which is really the most powerful blessing for us humans. Yeah. So let us not go there with any notion to see a lady wearing pink or white with flower in her hair, smelling nice. So, or a throne. Okay, so just follow me, and if you drop me anywhere, pick up with me. My words will guide you, and you will just pick up and join me wherever you can. But exactly go where I guide you. Don't start to do your own thing mid-space, because you will have a good experience, but not the one I want you to have and you have come for. Okay, so and drop those shoulders and drop those beautiful eyelids, just like petals of a rose. We are going on a very sacred journey, very beautiful space today. So be very happy inside, curious, excited. So just feel your head and feel yourself head to toe, sitting in this room with other people. You have come here for a purpose. Purpose is to meet the great goddess. to be in the presence of the divine feminine, the great mother. So just be present with me. I want you to place your attention on your heart first. So focus on the heart and start to breathe rhythmically, which is equal inhale, exhale. Just take a minute so the breathing becomes nice, smooth, constant. So you drop off the stress, drop off any anxiety that you may have come with, or any rushness or urgency. Let it all drop. Focus only on the breath, rhythmic breaths, beautiful breath, just through the nose, mouth is closed. Palms could be open, hands resting on your thighs. And no matter what happens, no matter what your thoughts are, do not get hijacked today, because it's a very special time for us. So we want to hold the focus totally, completely. So practice self-constraint. Just one more minute. Let the energy become more rhythmic, and let there be a nice flow through breathing. Great. I want you to imagine now that you're entering a very beautiful forest, a very rich forest that has been there probably for thousands of years. A very ancient forest, hidden forest that maybe not too many people know about. And I want you to go to find a place, maybe near a waterfall or under a tree, beautiful vegetation, old trees with thousands of years old roots. So find yourself maybe even sitting under a tree. Your back is touching the trunk of the tree. So slightly shoulders back, you can feel the wood. You can smell the freshness, the new leaves, the old leaves, the trees, the bushes, everything. Beautiful earth, you can smell the earth. And be really still, but from your stillness, within the stillness, experience this beautiful image. The birds are chirping, very beautiful birds. Some you may never have seen before. You will not be disturbed in this forest. This forest is a hidden dimension for seekers who want to develop themselves spiritually, reach their fullest potential, to deliver their best. So everything is safe here. Nothing can hurt you. You may feel presence, other presence that is invisible. It's all okay. Just remain eyes closed, feeling strong, feeling sure. I want you now to imagine that you're receiving a gift. This gift glass, that's all. You don't even need to look what's inside, what images are there. I want you just to focus on the heart the same way as you were doing before, and to just hold this ball in your palms, both your palms. The crystal ball, the image changes now. New images are coming in. The first image is of the moon, starry night. The crystal ball is full of night skies and a full moon. You can feel this energy through your hands into the veins, into the blood, into the body. So just embody the energy of the stars, the moon, the night space, the night skies. The image changes. It becomes ocean, deep ocean, very deep ocean. You can feel the flow of the water in the crystal ball. And now, vibrationally, embody that flow from the ocean. Become one with the flow, the deep waters. Remain still. The energy will be delivered perfectly to you. So body could become slightly cool. That's okay. Finally, I want you to see the sun rising, or imagining in this crystal ball, the Earth planet is filling with light, shining upon everything. Nice, cool, bright light. So now for the next moment, take in the warmth of this light on the Earth planet. Take it in vibrationally. Crystal ball disappears right into the system, right into your body. Crystal light leaving you still and alert. We're going to go to the next step of our journey. I want you to now, in near this forest, find the cave. It's a very deep cave. You will find it. You'll find yourself standing in front of this cave. You can open or just walk in. You will not be lost. There is a light deep inside the cave that is inviting you in. Just enough light for you to see. I want you to go to the center point, the deepest point in the cave. You find the light. There's a little fire burning in front of you. And I want you to sit in front of this fire. Keep staring, gazing into the burning fire. This is another hidden dimension where the sages and the enlightened rishis meditated, stationed themselves. The only light is that of the fire. And as you look into the fire, you notice there's 5 pieces of small wood burning. Each represents the senses, turning into ash. Any stress, any burdens that you may have in your senses, any clutter is now burning to ashes. What you no longer need is being burned, clearing you, cleansing you totally. So keep staring till these 5 pieces of wood burn away, maybe another moment, and turn into ashes. The fire will go down and the space will become dark. So take a moment or two. It's turning dark. The wood is burning, ashes. Dark, dark, totally dark. Now you feel the presence of an enlightened sage in front of you. The sage's body is totally lit up in gold light. And as you stare at this gold light, the exchange happens. The light is coming into you. So your body, entire body, is turning into a light body. So even though the space is dark, your body, entire body will be lit up, and you will be able to see your light body. good, really good. Your body is lit up, entire body is lit up. Now, I'm going to do a chant. As I chant 3 times, you will enter another space, which is just the dark space. You will find it is a world of darkness, except you are fully lit up. Your body has the light. You're going to walk into this dark space and find a place of stillness. Nothing will move in this dark place. You will not be afraid. You're not the first person. It's the invisible space, the deepest presence you may have experienced. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. The space is dark. Slowly the light from your body reduces to nothing. No light in the body now. Dark space. You are the space. Experience yourself as the space, not the body in space. Just the breath. Between each and every inhale and exhale, there is a gap. Experience the gap. It's a split-second gap. Watch the breath gap. Hold awareness only on the gap in between the breathing for the next few moments. And at some point, just ease into the gap. fully, completely. Who have brought back is a gift, a blessing that'll unfold through experiences night and day. Focus on the heart. Great. Pass it on specially to the children of the world. Let there be no child without a smile. Let the children be fed, be protected, be safe. And rub your hands, touching yourself head to toe 3 times, feeling fully present, fully alert, fully still. Are you still with me? Can anyone tell me the time, please?
It's about 8.
Pardon?
8:03.
8. Okay, great. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes. So let us share, or whatever you want to say.
Well, I couldn't turn off that light. I couldn't make it.
You can make it dark. Okay.
It's a little dark, but it's a big light.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. This will be on the Facebook, the meditation.
Do it again.
Yeah, so do it a few times.
Yeah.
And anytime, remember, it's your power to turn it on or off. Yeah. So the light is basically I've used for making the transition. Because the space is dark, everything comes from the void. Where do words come from? Where do ideas come from? So we've just used light to make the transition and to create some experience around it. But idea is to actually remain in that gap or that shunya.
It was very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong meditation.
Yeah, it's a very strong meditation because it's a very different space, different world. And as you may have noticed that your awareness is present, but that's about it. That you can, so through your awareness you can experience. And at times even that stops, you just become the stillness. Yeah. How was it? Yeah.
I saw the gold. There wasn't really a figure. It sort of seemed like legs, but then when you said to transform it, like
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
melted into me. So that was interesting because I normally have all these pictures.
Yeah, you have images.
Yeah,
and-
but
yeah.
it's just sort of, it was so bright, it just,
Yeah.
and then it just melted into me. So that was really, I felt the energy was amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it's really, and now we see that the goddess, the mother of all, is not a person. It's not a female. It's not anything that you could identify or describe, really, right?
I did see a big eye, and then it looked to me in the background almost like an alligator or something.
Yeah.
And it kept coming up.
Yeah. The I is also the awareness. So you can only experience the space with awareness. So your own awareness is, and your own light just sheds, so we are able to. We are these light bodies. We are the light, but we hardly see see our body as organs, flesh, muscle. We don't perceive the light because we weren't told about it. That's another mindset. That light is outside, God is outside in a temple, the goddess is wearing color red, whatever it'll be, and then you can recognize, right? So the conditioning is so strong, the belief system is so strong, and the belief system for humans that they will never be able to meet God. Yeah, because they'll never be able to experience their own purest form, right? It has to be through something or something or something.
I had the feeling that this could be something like when you're dying.
Yeah,
Go through
yeah,
that.
yes, exactly. Because life starts from here, ends also here. So it is the space. We have it all the time. We can experience it. But because we are in a mindset, we're thinking, we're not